Oh, baby, here we go. Leon Edwards versus Kamaru Usman 2. What can I tell you about that one? Well, let me tell you about the first fight, because I know very well that most y'all ain't watched the first fight. And that's okay. That's why I'm here, to watch it for you. Very competitive first round. Slightly less competitive second round. Not competitive third round. Alright, but when they were in that non-competitive third round, it wasn't a beating. Both men got out of the fight without a scratch. Usman just controlled him the entire third round. But that first round, Leon was really displaying crisp striking, fast striking. Not very powerful, but good technique, tricky strikes. Even had Kamaru Usman in a triangle for a good amount of the round. Nothing crazy, but he definitely had him in it. He was definitely threatened down there. So I'm interested to see, where his ground game has gone since then, because that's definitely going to play a factor tonight. Leon Edwards, I feel, is a better all-around mixed martial artist than Kamaru Usman. But Kamaru Usman's got the greatest base for MMA, and that is wrestling. And along with that wrestling, he's come into his own as a striker with Trevor Whitman, really fine-tuning that striking ability he's got. Fucking putting motherfuckers to sleep. What a resume of knockout wins he's got. And, the people he's placed in purgatory in his division, this is a long time coming for Leon Edwards. He's on his own fucking crazy streak. His last loss was to Kamaru, and that was 7 years ago. That was Kamaru Usman's first fight in the UFC following his Ultimate Fighter finale win over Haider Hassan. But I question Kamaru Usman's focus. We all know he's going to be in Black Panther. I don't know if it's going to be a big role or a small role or something. Probably a small role. But it's something we've seen with MMA fighters is once they start to kind of accept that celebrity and kind of branch out into other opportunities, their focus gets removed from fighting and onto these other opportunities, and that begins to show in their performance. Are we going to see that with Kamaru tonight? Are we going to see Salt Lake City affect any other fighters? Affect any of these fighters, I should say. A lot of factors here. What is this fight going to look like considering everybody's abilities have been way more polished and developed now? Now that they have become more complete fighters 7 years removed from their first meeting. I think this is Leon's time. His luck has been so bad at some point it's got to come around and get good for him. Everything that has happened to him has been such a Leon Edwards thing to happen. His fights dropping out with Chimaev, getting moved from the rankings just to get put back in when he accepts the fight or some shit like that. The fight with Bilal, even though he was putting the beats on that man. That fucking eye poke. There were 2 eye pokes. But the one in the second round is the one that did it away. And then the thing with Nate Diaz, just nonchalantly putting the beats on Nate Diaz and then just gets cracked one time. And everybody memes on Sky like he lost the fight. His resume is overrated and his abilities are underrated because we've never gotten to see him against high-level opposition. He's always been fighting kind of gatekeepers, old guys, or people who were just irrelevant to the division. Kamaru Usman's resume is filled with way more monsters, and he's winning and putting them away. We'll get a good gauge for where Leon's at, and I'm excited. Usman wins. Where does he go from there? That's Leon Edwards in purgatory, Colby Covington in purgatory, Jorge Masvidal in purgatory, Gilbert Burns. Oh, wait a fucking second. Khamzat fucking Chimaev. If he gets past Nate Diaz, Nate Diaz be doing all kinds of crazy shit. Might be losing every second of that fight and come back and beat Chimaev. Gilbert showed us Chimaev is human and crackable. And if there's ever anyone to pull off the fucking stupidest upset you've ever seen, it's definitely Nate Diaz. Do I think it's going to happen? Not at all. All right, here we go. We got Leon Edwards walking out, though. My man looks a little bit worried, which is good, and he looks focused. Oh, I'm so fucking excited. Hopefully we get a finish here. We got 2 finishes early in the card, on the main card, but not here as of lately. We just had a fun decision, and before that we had a pretty one-sided decision. So hopefully the MMA gods are willing to bestow some entertainment upon us right now. And another point before we get into this fight. Earlier when I was speaking on the distractions that Kamaru Usman might possibly be facing right now, or in the lead up to this fight, let's talk about his brother. How much of Kamaru's time and attention was pulled away by his brother during the Ultimate Fighter, and then just recently fighting for the finale and winning and all that good shit, but how much does that pull away from your training and your focus? Your brother's fighting to win the Ultimate Fighter, and he's beating somebody who's barely at the level to be in the UFC, but you're about to face one of the best fighters in the UFC. So I really would like to know where his attention has been placed, and if we're gonna see that in his performance at all. I hope that makes sense. Now look, it's 12:18 at night. 12:18 at night. All right. It's my verdict pick. Leon Edwards by second round knockout. Watch out for that left leg high kick. That's all I'm gonna say. And if I'm wrong, I just don't put it in the video, baby. You know, Kamaru Usman entering this bout with some pretty impressive feats. You know, he is, I think, only fighter in the UFC with a 100% takedown defense percentage. Crazy, but also not crazy, given who he is. You know, he's on a 15-fight UFC win streak. You know, one more win, or shall I say, this win will put him at 16, tying him with Anderson Silva for longest consecutive win streak. You know, he's currently got 5 title defenses, going for 6 in this fight, which will tie him up with Ronda Rousey and Jose Aldo. All right, a lot on the line here. A lot on the line for Kamaru Usman's legacy in this fight. All right, he wins this fight, he gets elevated to a whole nother like status of MMA royalty, if you know what I'm saying. All right, fight's about to start, and I'm so fucking excited. I'm so excited. I'm excited to see Leon finally get a shot, you know, win or lose. You know, let's just get that shit out the way, you know, so we can all stop feeling so bad for him because of his misfortune in these recent years. May the best man win, but man, let's fucking go. I hope we get it finished. I hope from either fighter. I don't care. But I hope this win is fucking solid. You know, solid. Oh my God, Leon Edwards snaps Kamaru Usman's 100% takedown defense percentage. Wow, excellent. Up until this point, this round was all Kamaru. You know, not much damage, but a whole lot of control, and Edwards is surely putting in work from top position. It's not looking good for Kamaru Usman. They've got a minute and a half left to go. That was an exciting round. Very exciting round. You know, it kind of looked like it was going to be an Usman controlled first round. You know, he had him up against the cage. He had Leon on bottom. You know, he didn't get him there how he wanted, but Leon was there. That's where he ended up. But you know, Leon worked his way out of that position and into a way better one. You know, very fun, interesting first round. All right, second round is over. Great round, interesting. Definitely Kamaru Usman's round. Leon just kind of looked frozen more towards the second half of that round. You know, I don't know if he was hurt. Maybe he was. It certainly looked like a bunch of Usman strikes did get through, but they just didn't look like they had that much power. You know, Leon did do a good job of delivering a bunch of oblique kicks, knowing Kamaru Usman has bad knees. That's public knowledge. Like, apparently he can't even run. So he's got to, like, walk on grass, you know, to protect his knees. But, you know, the worst mistake of this round was Leon Edwards going for that double leg. Why? What I'm noticing here at the end of this third round is this fight it resembles their first fight to the T almost. Very competitive first round. Not as competitive, but still kind of second round. And then a dominant third round by Kamaru Usman, which, you know, no real threat, just a whole lot of control time. Just like the first fight. The third round of their first fight. Same thing. You know, DC, I was thinking in my mind, and DC mentioned it on the broadcast, like, Kamaru Usman's, one of his weaknesses is his ability to finish on the ground. He just can't. Imagine if he could. That's a welterweight Khabib. Easy, with better striking. You know, I'm surprised somebody that good, you know, just hasn't kind of honed in on their ground skills, their BJJ ability, man. One of his cornermen is yelling, "Get the fuck up." My brother in Christ, I am trying. All right, end of the fourth, and just more dominance by Usman. You know, some good scrambles, some good transitions here and then, but, you know, nothing too threatening until the final seconds of the round. Kamaru Usman disengaged and just let his hands go. You know, he was landing nice. You know, kind of putting Leon on skates a little bit, but nothing too crazy. Didn't have Leon in any kind of crazy danger. He's just applying the pressure, and it's draining Edwards. It's just that simple. We're watching Leon Edwards, his soul being sucked out of him by Kamaru Usman as he prepares to join Colby Covington and Jorge Masvidal in welterweight purgatory. Yo, imagine if Leon cracks him late in the fight and wins. Kind of like what happened with him and Nate Diaz. Crazy. Oh, and Kamaru Usman gets head kicked. Gets a left leg fucking head kick. Oh my fucking God. Oh my fucking God. Like I fucking said in this fucking round, with the left leg fucking high kick. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Oh my fucking God. Holy fucking shit. I fucking called it. I fucking called it. Oh my. Be right back. Boys and girls, let's fucking go. I'm sorry, I had to step away and tell my lady that I fucking called it. That I fucking called it. Oh my fucking God, let's go. It's fucking Leon time. It is Leon time. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. Yo, what do we do with the welterweight division now, Usman gets an immediate rematch. Usman gets an immediate rematch, but I'm telling you it's going to look maybe similar. All right? Because like I said earlier, he is distracted. I asked earlier if that was going to be an issue. Was that what happened? I don't know. But it kind of fits into my narrative, baby. You know what I'm saying? Leon's crying. I'm about to fucking cry, bro. Let's fucking go. It's what MMA's fucking about. Wild shit like that. Being down almost every round to come back and win in such a vicious way. What a wild sport. MMA is the best sport in the world. I don't give a fuck about any other sport. MMA is the best. Alright, if you're playing baseball and you're down by 7 with fucking the bottom of the 9th inning or whatever it is, game's lost. Alright, you got 1 minute left and you're down 30 points, game's lost. fucking A, you can win that bitch in 1 second. You can be losing every single possible moment of a fight and come back and win, bro. And that's fucking life. That's how that shit works fucking too. Sometimes it looks like you're gonna lose and you are gonna lose. Sometimes it looks like you're gonna win and you fucking win. And sometimes it looks like you're gonna win and you fucking lose, and vice versa. Alright, but that's the beauty of it, bro. We don't fucking know. There's no way you can possibly know. It just happens, and you go with it, and you enjoy it, and you take it in for what it is. And that is why MMA is the best sport in the world. Sorry, if you didn't already know, now you know. Alright, so we're going to see an immediate rematch, folks. You know what's happening. You know what's happening. It has to happen. Usman deserves it. Usman needs to stop everything right now that is not fighting. It is not going to be easy. Not going to be easy. Because Kamaru could easily get placed in purgatory now. Next fight's the trilogy fight between them plus Kamaru's rematch. Quick way to end up in purgatory for either fella. I gotta get out of here and edit this video. I gotta put that shit out immediately. This might be in it. If you watched this far, thank you very much. Alright, from this point on, I will be live streaming these fights. Me, not the fights, every Saturday. I hope you enjoyed UFC 278. I sure did. I got exactly what I fucking wanted. Exactly what I wanted. It don't get no better than this. Alright. Peace and love, man. Y'all have a good night.